Hi guys! Welcome back to our planetary series. Let's start with our last part, which is the part 3 when we discuss gas giants. And Tika, I'm sending you a photo.
Wow, this is interesting. So there's a lot to see here.
Mhm.
Which planet were we looking at this time, you say?
Jupiter.
Well, the photo you sent me is from the whole planet again. And it looks like one of those magic candy balls with different flavored layers, right? So what we see is a lot of different layers. There's one weird yellow patch on it, but then in the layers you see this twirly, twisty wave structure. And then on the top, it's just bright blue all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's shiny at the top.
Shiny.
Shining. So Jupiter, because this is the photo you just saw, it's the largest planet and it has more mass than other combined together.
Oh.
So it's really big. And it's made mostly of hydrogen and helium. And now the question would be, since it's made of hydrogen and helium, is
Why does it not fly away?
or I was aiming more from like why it's not a sun.
I saw Jupiter like a balloon just floating away. Sorry.
Oh man. Yes, Tika, that's also no, but this is also quite a very important question. I mean, I will address that. Thank you very much. Jupiter doesn't fly away and becomes a space balloon because of the sun gravity.
Oh, true.
But Tika, you're kind of also you touched a very interesting topic because there are planets which are like rogue planets which are floating in without having their star. So it's kind of sad life, because they probably would been like flung out of their own solar systems, and then they are just forever travelers in the vast, dark space. Damn. But Jupiter definitely orbits Sun, and it's also has very strong gravitational pull itself. It's considered our protector because it has such a strong gravity that it buffers and protects a lot of asteroids which would come our way from hitting the inner planets. So we like Jupiter a lot. And what you saw, the different colors and layers, it's actually just gas vortexes, kind of, or maybe not vortexes. These are just
like currents.
Currents. Yeah, thank you for that word. Because it rotates very fast. It rotates around its axis once every 10 hours, so the day is very short. And the gases rotates and swirls very fast, up to 200 kilometers per hour.
That's fast.
And that's very fast. And then what you described there, that you said about this like red dot, right?
Yep.
Now imagine this red dot is actually size of Earth. So this is literally, it's not small, it's pretty big.
But Jupiter's gigantic then.
Jupiter is gigantic. That's
why they call it gas giants. Yeah.
Gas giant. This is actually vortex. This is the storm vortex which we see. And it also travels and gets weaker and stronger. You can have different photos from different missions or different times, and these strips and the currents would be slightly different, and also the red spot would just kind of be maybe not in the same spot. It will not travel very far away. Very cool thing. One interesting thing about Jupiter, which I already mentioned, is that it has a very strong magnetic field, so can also produce northern lights because we have it on Earth, right? We have a very strong magnetic field, and Jupiter has it too. So what you see on top right now on this photo is actually northern lights.
Wow, it looks so beautiful.
Yes. I mean, I would love to see that on a spacecraft. Amazing. One of very important feature is also the amount of moons. Jupiter has 95 confirmed moons, which is a lot. When you compare it to like 2 for Mars and 1 for us, 6,
A lot. That's
a
nice.
lot. And some of them are even larger than our planets. For example, Ganymede, which is one of those Galilean moons. I've sent you photo of these 4 as a second photo.
Mm-hmm.
And Ganymede is the biggest one, clearly, on this photo. And it's larger than... So naturally, someone might ask why it's not considered a planet, since it's larger than Mercury. Do you know why not call it a planet?
So I would say moons revolve around a planet.
Yes.
And therefore it is a moon?
Yes, precisely, yeah, because it revolves around planet and not sun. It's pretty simple, but hey, we will go to Pluto and then things will get complicated. Ganymede also has magnetic field, which is quite interesting. Callisto, similar to Ganymede, has subsurface oceans and is also heavily cratered. So you can see it also on this photo. Io, the closest to Jupiter, has tidal forces which cause internal friction. So it's most volcanically active volcano in the solar system. And then right now you see this tiny white moon with this red scratches kind of on the surface.
Yeah, it looks heavily taken care of.
Yeah, it didn't have an easy life, I guess. It's called Europa. And it hosts...
We're also pretty beaten. No. Not going
Don't go there.
Sorry, continue.
Okay, so Europa is also considered a place where we could look for extraterrestrial life because it has tidal forces, so it has quite heated core, and it holds liquid water under the crust, maybe.
Whoa.
And then the red strips you see, or the red patches and all of this, these are minerals precipitating from the water on the surface of the ice. And heat, water, minerals, compounds, life? Question mark? We'll see. Okay. That'll be it for Jupiter. Let's move on. Okay, so we talked about Jupiter. Now we are moving on to Saturn. Can you tell me, what do you see when you look at the photo of Saturn, which is one of the fast photos I've sent you for this series?
Oh, it is very round and it has rings. That's
exactly
the only thing I know about Saturn. And then the second picture you sent me, it looks like the planet is drowning. But I guess that's not the case.
Yeah, the second one was like a mystery. I was curious how you're gonna react for that. So Saturn is also a gas giant. It definitely has the most beautiful set of rings we see in the gas giants. And they are clouds of gas and dust that they are formed during formation of the planet, or made out of the debris from moons which were destroyed by the gravity when they cross certain limit, and then gravity is just destroying them. And the second part, the mystery why the Saturn is on water, is actually because it is less dense than water. So if there will be lake large enough, you could envision it that it would just float.
Very cool.
Yeah, I know. And like other gas giants, it is made of hydrogen and helium. Then inside this liquid hydrogen, then maybe metallic hydrogen, and the inner core is made of iron, rock, and ice. So they also retain this, layered like structure inside. It's just a tiny bit different because the pressures are higher compared to inner build of the rocky worlds. But also it has a lot of moons. And I think here we should stop and talk about the moons for a bit more. I send you a couple of photos, I think 4 photos of the moon. The first one It's not maybe not the best one, but can you tell me what you see there?
Yes, so you sent me a picture titled Enceladus.
That's Enceladus, yes.
And it has a very white outer color. And it says it has it's icy, so, which is pretty logical because it's far away, right? Far away from the sun, so it should be colder.
Definitely.
So it has and then the next part of the picture is like a pie chart
cross section.
Cross section of the core of the planet with an icy crust and a very rocky core, and in between maybe an ocean.
Yes. So Enceladus is actually, it's made of mostly ice on the top, of course, and we think there's an ocean beneath. Also, it's very geologically active in the sense that it creates geysers. So when we were flying by there, because once of our space mission was actually passing by, you could see those geyser-like plumes. So that's why we think that it's also heated from within. And again, this is one of the places where we could potentially see life being present in the solar system. I don't think it's in the form we know it on Earth, but maybe tiny microbial life, why not?
It's something we're going to talk about in a future episode about how life was created on Earth as well, because there's also a theory where it's formed because of these geysers or around these hydrothermal vents. So that's going to be interesting to compare.
This is also quite interesting because there's this panspermia theory, right? That the Earth life was brought to Earth by comets, and it was actually created somewhere else, either in the solar system or outside of our solar system. So it actually, maybe we are just a bunch of aliens, you know?
I would love to be one. I sometimes feel like one.
Yeah, sometimes we all feel like aliens, but maybe we are not that different in the end. Because if you feel like alien and I feel like alien, does it make us an aliens?
Yeah.
Touche. Can you tell me what you see on the fourth photo?
So it's titled Saturn's moon Iapetus. And it's a grayscale picture.
Yes.
And it just looks like a bath bomb to me. It has the same like equator structure ridge, but with a lot of holes as well. It's very lumpy and bumpy, like you just dipped it in the water and took it out again.
I love this comparison. I didn't even think about this comparison when I found this photo. And from now on, it's just the bath bomb moon, you know? Can we rename it officially? NASA, can you please change it? Yeah, so it has this structure around equator, which is a massive ridge. And again, we kind of don't know why. Could be giant impact, could be two bodies smooshed together, could be gravitational stretch, you know, we just don't know. There's so many things we don't know. So I just showed it to you because I think it looks funny. And then let's look at the next photo. Can you tell me what you see?
Next photo. This is not a moon or a planet. This is a sponge. I'm sure. This looks exactly like how a sponge would look as a fossil.
This is unfortunately Tika moon. It's a photo of moon Hyperion. This moon itself is not dense. So like 40% of it is just empty. And because of the gravity, and also because of its shape, because it's shaped like potato. I don't know if it's only me or it's just shaped like potato. So you cannot kind of predict how it's going to behave because of the shape and the fact that it's not dense. So it floats around chaotically. So it's pure chaos, you know? Could you right now look at the last photo I prepared for that section?
Oh, this is more spherical. It is very bumped and bruised and battered. There's a lot of tiny craters and then a few bigger ones with, well, I cannot see if it's a crater or it is a volcano. And it has a bump in the middle as well.
Does it resemble anything?
It looks like a nipple.
No! I thought your nerdy head will take over and say Death Star. I was praying for that.
I'm sorry. Veronica, it does look like a Death Star.
Mental note to myself, never make live with Tika and showing him random pictures from the internet.
This is why I did not dare to say it.
Okay. So this is a moon Mimas, and it resembles Death Star for 99.999% of the human population, except Tika, because for Tika it looks like a nipple. And it's very small moon, and 1/4 of this planet size is just crater. And we have these beautiful photos because of the space mission Cassini. Okay, let's move on. And this is going to be even more funny because right now we are moving on to the planet, which has probably more human body related jokes. Because you know which planet are we talking about, Tika? Do you dare to say it?
Oh, this one I dare. It's Uranus.
Okay, so since we established that we both should go into the buttholes of each other's personas, we should maybe get serious and talk about a planet, not a place in human body. Uranus is smaller than Jupiter and Saturn, and it's never been seen until invention of telescopes because it's very hard to see with naked eye. While Jupiter and Saturn you can definitely see during night sky. Similarly, it's made of hydrogen, but also, can you tell me what you see on the photo number 2?
Number 2. It's super blue. Almost like opal blue, and it has rings.
Yes, very faint. Actually, Uranus was my favorite planet until I discovered English, and then it was ruined because I really like blue, and I actually really like special shade of blue, and this is the blue. This is the Uranus blue, and it takes its color from methane, but the inner structure, if we know something about it, so maybe mantle is made of methane, ammonia, and a bit of water, or vapor. It also has a system of rings. They are really dark, right? If you compare them to the previous photo, they are not very well defined, or they are just dark because they are made of organic matter, or this is what we think of, that they are made of organic matter. And one particular feature of this planet is, can you tell me what you see on the photo number 1? And can you tell me what would be a bit odd for you?
Yeah, so the orbit around the sun is a disc shape like most of the planets, but the axis at which it's tilted is very strong. It's almost perpendicular to its axis around the sun.
Exactly. So this is something which is very peculiar for this planet, is this extreme tilt. And then it has one quite interesting moon, which is the photo number 3.
This is a weird texture, I would say. It has some craters on it, but it also has some stripes in all different kinds of directions on it. Interesting.
Interesting, right? So this is quite small moon, Miranda. It has surface of Texas, and it holds one of the highest cliffs in the solar system. It has 20-kilometer heights, but this one holds this highest cliff in the solar system. And since it's so small, because again, size of Texas, it doesn't have a lot of gravity, which means that if you fall down this cliff, you would fall for 12 minutes, which is pretty damn long time to think about the stupid things you did in life before you die.
Dumb ways to die. Okay,
so let's close up the planetary series with the last one. Do you remember its name?
Neptune?
Neptune, yes.
We didn't get that one yet.
So I'm gonna send you some photos just now. Can you tell me, what do you see now?
Oh, this is so pretty blue. So it's a picture of the full planet. And it's a royal blue shade, and it has some lighter, white stripes on it. It looks like maybe air currents.
And one feature which you should also be able to see.
Is it the dark spot in the middle?
Yes. Neptune is similar to Uranus. It's almost identical in mass and size. And it also has this beautiful deep color, right? From methane, ammonia in the middle layer, and then the core is made of iron rock. But the clouds, they also have this cloud belts, just like Jupiter. like we saw it, but it was in red, and here it's blue. And this dark spot in the middle, it's great dark spot. So again, this is just a storm or vortex. And these convection currents have very fast winds, right? It has 2,200 kilometers per hour. These are the fastest winds in the whole solar system. It does have very faint ring made of dust, but it's not very well defined. So it's nothing, characteristic, let's say. So this one is just characterized by this very beautiful blue color and this dark spot. It also has 14 moons. One of it is quite interesting to talk about. It's Triton. It has retrograde orbit. Do you know what is the retrograde orbit?
No, I couldn't guess.
So it spins in the opposite direction of Neptune. So Neptune spins, and then the moon goes the other way around.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So again, we think that it was not formed just by capture. We kind of don't know exactly why, but it just goes the other way around. So we can blame, retrograde moon of Neptune for your bad mood next time.
It's always the fault of Neptune.
It's always a retrograde in something,
Retrograde. Are you retrograding?
Retrograding, that's why you're such a pain in the ass. Okay, now that you know everything about retrograding, I think it's time to say goodbye to this journey, because you know everything. You know how solar systems are created, you know about the sun, you know about inner planets of our solar system, and now you know everything about gas giants. I hope you had so much fun listening to me and Tika, and I hope you can leave a comment, subscribe, and like, because it's very important for us to see if you even care about what we do here. And if you're interested about the photos me and Tika are discussing here, please come to our Instagram. It's linked in the episode description, where you can find all those photos as a post. So it was my pleasure to take you on this journey, and I hope you're gonna enjoy the next ones.
So cool. Thank you for this journey.
Yes. Yeah, of course. You're welcome.